So from an ID perspective, right, we're running inside zone here to the left to an open side. So he's going to ID the first linebacker in the box. Well, they're bossed here. Our center, we put a lot on our center. He's smart enough to understand that's where the ID is. Okay, so he makes that the ID. So we're big here, and really we call it inside zone, guys. It's a lot of man scheme with zone principles. Okay, so we will isolate our guys, like especially a guard on a 3 technique. We do it quite frequently because we are looking to where can we get our double teams, right? Where can we get our double teams? Our center's not going to work here. Okay, he's going to try to get this thing vertical. Now this might be an obvious one, but if it was a shade, it'd be the same way. If it was a shade, we'd come back and get that double there too. And I'll show you some examples of that. But again, trying to get vertical movement, okay, changing the line of scrimmage. You're getting up to the second level, kind of trying to get movement there. Now we do get some displacement here, okay, on the 3, trying to get them out of their cleats, and we do. There's your cut, okay, and then again, finishing blocks. Right, it is a huge advantage. He ends up getting in on this tackle, okay, but there'll be a play later on where he misses and we go for a long yardage play. So finishing blocks, staying on your blocks, those are critical. Okay, and I know that sounds somewhat repetitive, but and somewhat obvious, but you'd be amazed how many guys don't do that even at the collegiate level. Right, you see suspect O-line play quite frequently. So. From an inside zone perspective, not great by the center on his initial step, getting way too much width and losing a little bit too much ground right here. He can't get his second in the ground, but we ID'd here. Again, first backer in the box. Okay, so that's our ID. We also called a backside combination between these two. Where can we get our double teams? If I was to go front side, I would just end up getting here and here. I'd have no double teams, right? Here, at least I get some movement, okay? End up getting this thing stopped. You can see our backside guard getting – to back play side number, and then getting it vertical. I think that's key. Watch him getting it vertical as opposed to trying to get it cut off and then having to get washed down the line of scrimmage right here. All right, once we get it cut off, get it vertical. We want to cut the defense in half, okay? And then you can see kind of what happens, right, as we get vertical, okay? The holes create themselves, right? We want to create the hole, not have the back sit here and dance and try to find a cutback hole somewhere. Hit it downhill, right? There's the hole, okay, and then we're off. Again, guys are finishing down the field. It's a big reason why we rushed for 300 yards against Missouri opening weekend, okay, is because we finished and we got vertical movement, right, changing the line of scrimmage. Didn't have very many negative yardage plays, guys, really didn't, okay. Now, we get guys up here on this, but if you watch from the backside, okay, again, isolating here. Now, first backer in the box is front side, so now we did go front side here. Okay, if you watch this, he is working front side, but that's because that's where his ID was. So again, the second level determines, okay, quite a bit in terms of our angle of departure, how heavy we can be on our combination, things like that. We do make heavy light calls. We do some of those things, okay, but it allows us to get the 3 again vacated out, and then we didn't get to our enemy point here, so it's not great by the backside guard, okay. In fact, we are technically beat here. We're technically beat, okay, but you can kind of see what happens when you are getting that power off the line of scrimmage. You can see him. He actually picks him up in the air, right? Vacates him, okay? Know who we're working to on the backside, so our guys don't chase. They get up to the backside, right? Okay, there's your cut. There's your hole on the inside zone scheme, okay?